Hi, I'm Kat, and I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on August 8th, 2018. I had a high weight of 370, and it took me 4 months to lose the required 40 pounds that I needed to lose for my program in order to schedule surgery. So I did that following mostly the program, but then sort of modifying it to be more keto because I find that that really works for me. Um, I had a day of surgery weight on the 8th, August 8th, of 320 pounds. I lost 50 pounds before my surgery. I have that's I'm trying to think how many weeks it is. It has been a little over 8 months. 8 months was on Monday, so 2 days ago. And as of today, well, as of yesterday, my weight is 239 pounds. So that is a weight loss for the week of 4.2 pounds. Overall, since surgery, 81 pounds, and overall, completely 131 pounds. So, yay. I'm happy with that. I had a weird yesterday. So, just gonna, I've sort of talked about this in the last couple things, I think. Last week I was talking about planning it, and I talked about it a little on my 8 month check-in. But I decided that I was going to up my water bottle to 3 of these, which are 32 ounces. This is the last of my third bottle. I use a little Neo in my water, not a lot. Like my husband, it's supposed to have 24 servings in there, and I always get over 50 servings out of the bottle. But I just use it enough to taste, and it makes the water go down easier for me. So I've been doing the 3 bottles of water, so 96 or more ounces for a week now. And I don't know if that is really contributing to the weight loss, or if it's the fact that I've sort of honed in. Hello, Kaylee wants to say hi. Actually, Kaylee just wants attention, and she will go wherever she pleases because she's a kitten. But I have also tightened up my diet quite a bit. So I've been having steak for breakfast, 3 ounces of steak for breakfast with a little bit of blue cheese mustard. And then I have barbacoa either from Chipotle or homemade with a little bit of cheese and possibly a little steak mixed in if I'm using the Chipotle one. 3 ounces of that. And then for dinner, I'm sort of mixing it up. I made a Alfredo, so it's like a white, I don't know why I say Alfredo, an Alfredo lasagna that does not use noodles. It uses deli meat, cheese, and deli meat, like thin layers sandwiched together, and that's the noodles. It's very tasty. The recipe is very tasty. I wouldn't call it lasagna. My husband and I are like, it's good. I like it. It's not really lasagna. But I found that online. I think AD Keto posted that, and it was very good. So I am liking the recipe, not loving calling it lasagna. But it gives the flavor. I mean, the ricotta cheese and the ground beef help with that too. So anyway, I have been having that leftovers since I made it. I think I made it on Sunday. Yeah, I think I made it on Sunday, and I've been having it for dinner since I made it. And I will continue. I think I might not make it again real soon, but I'll continue to finish that off. But anyway, I let myself have a Evolve cup, one single Evolve cup. They come in two in a package, so it's hard to just eat one. After lunch, and then I've been doing a dessert. You know, I've usually been doing a Zevia with a little bit of heavy cream or a fat bomb or something else. So that's what my plan was. And then yesterday, I do not know. Well, I know what happened, and I everything went weird yesterday. So the first thing that happened was somebody brought donuts into work. And I have had donuts at work before and just ignored them. But for some reason, and I wasn't really hungry and I wasn't really craving donuts, but they had a chocolate frosting topped or chocolate glazed topped cake donut, which I really do like those donuts. So I snagged it and I had it for, I told myself I'm not going to have my Evolve cup on Tuesday. I will have this donut as my dessert for lunch. So I did that. And then I was hungry. So I had some pepperoni jerky because I figure, well, the meat, you know, meat and fat, I'll ground myself, no more carbs. And I really, you know, like having it almost, I really wanted to follow through, like, okay, I've cheated. I need to get back on the horse right away. So I had all my water yesterday, but yeah, I had pepperoni jerky after when I was still hungry. I'm like, shit, I gotta eat something. So I had the pepperoni jerky, and then I actually had my Evolve cup anyway, even though it was supposed to replace it. Just because there's just a feeling of, okay, final. So I did that. And then I came home and I had decided that I used to take reformer class when I was heavier than I am now. I used to take reformer class, and God, I don't even know what weight I was when I was taking the reformer class. Probably 300, maybe a little heavier. But I would say between 3 and 350. So anyway, I'd take the reformer class and I'd work really hard. I have a reformer at home. I know that's like very decadent. I don't use it a lot. I just got out of the habit, and I try to look up exercises every once in a while, but I just wasn't inspired. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a class, and because I'm losing weight, my body and my alignment are different. So it's like new body. I'll start taking, I'll take classes occasionally. I get a sense for my alignment again, and learn some new exercises or remind myself of some old ones. So I went and I took the class, and before I was like, oh, shoot, I'm already screwed up on my diet. I don't want to eat before I go to class because I don't want lasagna in my gut before I go to class. But I don't want to be hungry in class. So I get Keto Crate, and last month there was a shake, a meal replacement shake. So I thought, I'm going to use this. So I mixed it up. It was okay. It didn't, it like tasted just fine. It wasn't, great. It wasn't bad. It was just fine. So, it's not the kind of thing that I think I'd buy myself, but well, who knows? Anyway, so I mixed that up, drank it, went to class, felt a little sloshy, but not, what I was afraid I was going to be, if I had too much. She really wants treats. Okay. I am a bad cat mom. I'm giving in to her with her treats. And please don't stand on my keyboard. Because if you stop this video, I'll be very unhappy. All right. There you go. Anyway, so I had the keto shake. I went to the workout. The workout was good. I enjoyed the class. Here you go. You have those right there. I enjoyed the class. I felt like I got something out of it. I didn't feel like it was super behind, but I also didn't feel like I was too far ahead. So it's a good level. I'll probably go back to that class. I came home and I wasn't hungry. And I'm like, oh, well, I can just not eat. no, apparently my brain does not think that is a possibility. So I had some of the lasagna. I made up a serving and I ate it. And then I'm like, well, I need something sweet. And I decided that for my something sweet, instead of doing, the soda, I had grabbed myself a soda and I thought, well, because of all the stuff I ate before, I just won't put heavy cream in it. Well, so then I'm like, no, I had orange soda, which is sweet, but I'm like, oh, I still want something. So I had 3 of the sugar-free taffies. Um, so I'm like, okay, a serving is 5. It's less than a serving. I'm good. It gives me the sense that I want, so stop eating. Then Dan came home, and we had gotten one of the things that put the keto shake that I had gotten in last month's keto crate in my head was that we had gotten a new keto crate. So my husband and I usually open it up and we sort of look at the stuff and try some stuff, and so we did that, and it had oh, what is it? This, I think it's called Cereal Store. I'm not quite sure what the name of it is, but there is an online um, place that is selling keto cereal, and it's not Catalina Crunch because I've had Catalina Crunch, the chocolate, and it's just I don't love it. But this was like Fruity Pebbles, and I never really was a big Fruity Pebbles person, so I can't really tell you did it taste exactly like it. The texture was right for like a corn pop, and the flavor was like candy fruit, and it was very sweet. So maybe that is dead on. I would take somebody's word who ate Fruity Pebbles more than I did. I just had some dry because I was just really curious about the flavor, but I don't know if I would have that again. But anyway, so yeah, that day, Tuesday, was I tracked everything. I put like I did the best I could for some of it. Put it all in my tracker. Went to bed and thought, brand new start tomorrow. But I had decided after I got back from Pilates, I was going to fix my roots, which I kind of did. I dyed them blonde, brought them down a little bit to extend the time before I need to dye again, and I'm pushing my hair towards blonde. So I did that, which meant I showered. So if I showered, I need to shower in the morning. So I had laid all my things out this morning, got up, and had thought several times, gotta weigh myself, want to make sure I get that data in, gotta weigh myself, probably, maybe will have gone up. When I have carbs, I don't always go up. Sometimes it, I don't, I don't know. So anyway, I thought that like 4 or 5 times, and then got dressed and realized after I put on my shoes and was downstairs and putting on my coat and getting ready to leave, not for her. Kaylee, stop knocking things over. I thought, shit, I forgot to weigh myself. Right out of my brain. So I thought, well, should I just go upstairs, get naked, and weigh myself? And I'm like, no, this is ridiculous. I need to get going. So I did not weigh myself today. So I'll be very interested to see what it is tomorrow. I guess you're sweet. But what is interesting is I don't have the actual device, but I have the box right here. No. This is a keto, and it is basically a breath sensor that measures acetone in your breath. I know there are other breath things that you have to breathe a lot, you have to breathe hard or something like that. This is not that. I really like it. I got it off of, I did an Indiegogo, I think, or it may have been a Kickstarter, but I can't remember. Anyway, I do like it. I have been wavering usually if I haven't been great. I'm a 3. I've been usually doing 4 and 5s. I got up to a 6 once, but 5 is high in ketosis, 4 is in ketosis, 3 is almost in ketosis. So I've been doing this for a long time, so I figure, I should be good. Uh, Goodness, almost a year, around a year. I will have been doing keto for around a year. Um, anyway, I figured, well, I didn't weigh myself, but at least I can measure my ketones and see how badly out of whack I am. And I was a 5. So by that point, I had I didn't do it immediately after eating the carbs, or even a couple hours. It was 16 hours after eating the carbs, and then all of the other stuff that I ate and screwed around with was all keto, was all low carb. So it was just that donut. I have to tell you, the donut that started everything, it was okay. It wasn't brilliant. It wasn't life-changing. Would I do it again? Probably not. Because the other weird thing is I exercise in the morning when I get to the office, but before I start my workday. And, I walk. And it took me, like, I go by calorie count. I don't go by steps or anything. I have an Apple Watch, and it has active calories. So I just keep walking until my active calories say, you're done. Usually takes me a little over an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. It took me over 2 hours to get me to where it said I had done my correct amount of exercise. So I'm like, oh, sorry. And I really struggled getting my first water bottle down in time. So my breakfast time, which I was hungry this morning, I was hungry, wanted to eat. My breakfast time is 9, but I don't eat until I finish my exercise and I get my water bottle finished. And that was 9:45. So that was not good. Not good. Um, so I just feel like I've been doing catch up all day. And I am, like I said, I'm pretty close to getting this done, and I will get this done probably right after I finish. But I want to get back on schedule. I did not realize, I mean, I know I'm a creature of habit, and it's important, it's comforting to me. But I didn't realize how much a creature of habit I was until I'm just slightly off. And being slightly off has put me on edge all freaking day. So, yeah, that's it. But with my experiments, down 4.2 pounds as of yesterday. Let's see if, tomorrow we'll find out if I really screwed up. But today, um, they've been dead on. Like everything's taken longer. But I've been dead on my food. I've been, almost done with my water. I have plans to be dead on for the rest of the night. So, yeah, I feel like this is, I'm getting back on. So hopefully tomorrow will be easy breezy and back on track. So anyway, I hope you had a good week, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.